Stranger Things has recast 2 kids for Season 5, and no, it's not the main ones. These 2 characters were pretty minor in their early appearances, but it seems like they'll have more to do in the show's final season. If you haven't refreshed yourself on Season 1 of Stranger Things lately, and you blanked on a Season 4 prison monologue, you may have forgotten that Police Chief Jim Hopper even had a biological daughter. He has been through a whole lot, and his relationship with his adopted daughter, Eleven, became more of the focus starting in Season 2. Sara Hopper was already dead by the time the events of the series started. Her death from cancer was what led up to Jim's divorce from his wife, Diane. It's also what drove him to move from New York back to his hometown of Hawkins. Much of this gets recounted in flashbacks during the Season 1 finale, as Joyce Byers freaks out while she and Jim go into the Upside Down. Jim recalls helping Sarah with breathing exercises when she first showed signs of being sick.
Honey, just breathe. Breathe. In and out. Slow.
Later flashbacks showed Jim reading to a visibly sick Sarah in the hospital, then Sarah ultimately dying from her cancer. Sarah then shows back up in another flashback in Season 4. As Jim sits in a Russian prison, he blames himself for giving Sarah cancer because he worked with Agent Orange in Vietnam. He worries that he's doomed Joyce too.
I sentenced her to death, just like I did with Sarah.
But that's clearly reused footage from Season 1. It's the exact same shots for the actress who played in those flashbacks, Elle Graham. According to CBR, Graham was 5 years old when she shot the flashback scenes that were used in Seasons 1 and 4 of Stranger Things. By the time her first episode actually was streaming in 2016, she would have been 7. Now she's 16. They grow up so fast, don't they? So when the Duffer Brothers decided to include some new scenes with Sarah in Season 5, we don't know yet whether there'll be more flashbacks or maybe Jim having visions of her in some way. It was clear they couldn't have a 16-year-old playing someone who was kindergarten age when she died. De-aging technology has gotten better over the years, but it ain't that good. That said, we don't yet know who will be playing Sarah in the final season. CBR notes that Netflix hasn't announced an actor's name yet, even though they almost certainly shot their scenes months, if not years ago. All they know right now is that the production studio released a casting call looking for someone who looks like Graham did a decade ago. Graham has done a ton of acting in the meantime. Most recently, she was in the 2025 action comedy Eenie Meenie, so she's doing fine without the Sara Hopper role. Yes, Nancy and Mike Wheeler have a younger sister. It's perfectly understandable if you barely noticed because little Holly was pretty much always just in the background. She rarely spoke, even in the episode that bears her name, Season 1's Holly Jolly.
Wait, did you see something?
Yeah.
What did you see? Tell me, what did you see?
That moment where Holly follows Joyce's flickering Christmas lights into Will Byers' room and sees a Demogorgon is probably her biggest in the first 4 seasons of the show. Her belongings, at least, do have a pretty major impact on Season 4 though. Max borrows Holly's crayons at one point to draw her visions of Vecna's lair, while Dustin fills her mind with scary stuff.
Freddy Krueger?
He's a super burned up dude with razors for fingers, and he kills you in your dreams.
Dustin, seriously?
Later, the heroes steal her light bright so they can communicate with Eddie, Nancy, and Steve, who are trapped in the Upside Down. Holly's limited screen time and dialogue were by design. Like a lot of little kid characters, she was played by twins, Aniston and Tinsley Price. They were only around 4 years old when the show started, and there are strict Hollywood rules for how much very young children can work. Those restrictions seem to continue even as the twins got older in later seasons. The Price twins have only amassed a few other credits, most of them in 2018, and clearly the Duffers have big things in mind for Holly for Season 5 of Stranger Things. She's even in a few shots in the teaser and trailer. With that expanded role, the producers needed an actor with a more robust resume to take over as the character. Who they got was English actress Nell Fisher, who only has 4 film credits and 1 2-episode stint on a TV show as of the making of this video, but one of them is big enough to have landed the job. Fisher played Cassie, the youngest of the kids in 2023's Evil Dead Rise. Fisher's handling of that movie's bloody mayhem, along with her ability to act quite terrified, are almost assuredly what landed her the part. Interestingly enough, it doesn't seem like age was all that much of a factor. Fisher's only just a little older than the Price twins. The new Holly was born in November 2011, while the previous actresses were born in August 2012. It isn't entirely clear what Holly will be doing in Stranger Things Season 5, but there's at least some sense she'll be getting in on some action alongside her mom. There's a shot in the teaser trailer of her and Karen Wheeler hiding out under some water. A few fans have also theorized that the title of Episode 2, The Vanishing Of, might refer to Holly. We'll just have to see how it plays out when the first set of episodes drops November 26th.